Fiona emerged from the portal, closed her eyes, and began to show a charming smile. The attention of all the powerful and rich men was fixed on her. They all approached to greet her. Lin Wanwan put her hand over her mouth, and her eyes widened in surprise. She was in shock upon seeing that Fiona was so beautiful. It was as if she had come out of a fairy tale. Dong Shengyi's eyes filled with tranquility. He crossed his arms and began to observe Fiona in silence. He turned towards Lin Wanwan and with a confident smile mentioned that if she had a more imposing presence, she could compete with Fiona's beauty. Upon hearing this, Lin Wanwan placed her hands on her chest and her eyes widened in surprise. She couldn't believe that Dong Shengyi thought she was on par with Fiona. Dong Shengyi's words made her blush like a tomato. She looked away and with a sincere gaze thought that he was making fun of her. Fiona was the daughter of the president of the World Martial Arts Association. In terms of status, position, and appearance, she was far from being able to compare to someone like Fiona. She placed her hand over her mouth and with a cheerful smile asked why Dong Shengyi didn't try to win over Fiona. Being the young talent of the Eastern Dragon Kingdom, she believed that he could manage to capture her interest. Dong Shengyi's attention, who was behind her, was fixed on her. He began to ponder in silence. His eyes widened with nervousness and with a forced smile. He asked Lin Wanwan not to make fun of him, since after all, at the party there were many people better than him, and compared to them, he was someone who had barely come out of the shadows and did not want to be beaten again. Lin Wanwan's eyes began to shine with excitement. She put her finger on her cheek and remembered the moment when Lu Sheng had given Dong Poshan a powerful punch in the chest. With a smile, she mentioned that she had heard that Dong Poshan had also been beaten by Lu Sheng and now lived in the shadows. She asked if they should go comfort him a little and share experiences about being beaten by Lu Sheng. Dong Shengyi closed his eyes and sighed. And then the memories of when Lu Sheng had defeated him came to his mind. He was bleeding from the mouth and exhausted, kneeling on the ground, while on the other side, our boy was smiling. In the Dong family, there were two outstanding talents, and both had been beaten by the same future brother-in-law, for Dong Shengyi. Fate was very cruel. Realizing that if there really was any man worthy of their sister, it was none other than Lu Sheng. At the party, there was also a great banquet. And somewhere in the hall sat the marshals of the army enjoying their meal. The Western Marshal grabbed a glass of wine and began to smile. Beside him was the Northern Marshal who was very cheerful. They decided to make a toast. The Western Marshal brought his glass of wine closer to take a sip, turned towards the others with a confident gaze, and mentioned that Cumberland's daughter, the president of the World Martial Arts Association, had lineage, talent, and an appearance that perfectly matched with the future god of war. He questioned whether they should send someone to negotiate. Behind them was Fiona surrounded by men. The attention of the Marshal of the North, who was holding a glass of wine, was fixed on her. The eyes of the Marshal of the Central District began to shine with joy, and his attention was also fixed on Fiona. With a smile, he said that it was worth considering since wedding gifts were never too many. After taking a sip of wine, he closed his eyes and with a serious expression changed his mind and mentioned that he did not agree with them since their great country had billions of people and they could find an exceptional woman who was worthy of their god of war. Believing that blind worship of foreigners was a waste of time and respect, he stood firm in his decision. The eyes of the Marshal of the West filled with admiration and his attention focused on the Marshal of the Central District. With a confident smile, he thought that he was right since they could not let that man from Leon Kingdom, Cumberland, take advantage. Besides, if he remembered correctly, it seems that there was already a woman in the army who interested Liu Shang and moreover she belonged to the Dong family. The Marshal of the North began to smile. They clinked their glasses and decided it was better to change the subject and not think about it. A while later, Fiona sat at a table next to a woman with brown hair. Fiona's eyes were shining with exhaustion. She rested her head on her hand and began to gaze toward the floor. With a sad expression, she regretted having come to this party. The woman next to her extended her hand, began to observe her and with a smile made it clear that she was the pearl of the world and people's compliments made pearls shine even more. Fiona C.J.D., knowing that people only wanted to possess her for her value and not because they sincerely appreciated her beauty. The woman's eyes expanded with confidence. With a smile. She mentioned that in the end she was going to have to get married and asked if Mr. Cumberland had not spoken to her about this matter. Fiona, who was exhausted, sighed and explained that her father had informed her that it would be best to find her ideal partner before this party ended because otherwise it was possible that she would no longer have the option to make the decision for herself. While people were enjoying the party, the woman explained that an event full of outstanding geniuses of the world like this only happened once every 10 years. Her gaze fixed on Fiona and with a serious expression, she suggested that Fiona follow her father's will since, in this era, a woman's youth and beauty did not last many decades. Upon hearing this, Fiona's eyes widened with concern. She placed her hand on her chin and began looking at all the men, knowing that she had no other choice but to find a partner. At the other table, a boy was sitting and eating calmly. Fiona started pointing at him with her finger and mentioned that her ideal partner should at least be like that boy. It was none other than Liu Sheng, who using a fork prepared to enjoy the delicious steak. In Fiona's eyes, our boy was a perfect man. Liu Sheng's expression changed and his eyes expanded with seriousness. He could not help but go on alert, realizing that someone was watching him. When our boy looked around, he saw that the person watching him was none other than Fiona. Seeing this, his gaze fixed on her and he sank into his thoughts, without knowing what was happening. The woman stood up, began to touch her lip with her finger and with a gaze full of love mentioned that Liu Sheng's appearance was as good as Fiona's and if Fiona didn't like him, then she was going to go flirt with him. Upon hearing this, Fiona's eyes widened in concern. She became nervous and explained that said anything yet. She blushed, stood up, and with a determined gaze asked who had said that she didn't want to conquer Liu Sheng. After eating the steak, our boy left the knife on the table. Fiona put her arms behind her back and with a nervous expression, approached Liu Sheng and began to observe him in silence. Liu Sheng's eyes widened with seriousness and confusion. He could not help but go on alert without knowing how she had gotten here and thought that he had been discovered. He began to imagine Cumberland with crossed arms. He had heard the conversation of the marshals and knew that she was the daughter of the president of the World Martial Arts Association named Cumberland. His eyes began to shine with fear since he knew that Cumberland was one of the most powerful martial saints on the planet. Otherwise, he would not have been able to earn everyone's respect. Liu Sheng closed his eyes and decided not to pay attention to Fiona. At first, he had thought that the jokes of the army elders were exaggerated. There was no way he could marry Fiona. Much less did he think that Fiona would be interested in him. It was strange. He already had Snowy and did not want to have any relationship with the so-called flower of the alliance or pearl of the world. While Liu Sheng was distracted, Fiona approached him and with a joyful gaze tried to flirt with him. She thought he had tasted all the food at the banquet, so she asked if he had any good recommendations. Liu Sheng opened his eyes and with a cold gaze tried to speak as little as possible and replied that everything was delicious. To capture Liu Sheng's attention, she began to show her big melons and with a smile asked which dish from the banquet he liked the most. Her plan worked since Liu Sheng's gaze fixed on her melons and his eyes widened in surprise. Liu Sheng closed his eyes, turned his head away and began pointing at the dessert with his finger, explaining that the most delicious dish of the banquet was the cake. Upon hearing this, Fiona's attention fixed on the cake and she couldn't help but become curious. She took a fork and stuck it into the cake, then opened her mouth and decided to taste this delicious dish. After tasting the cake, her eyes began to shine with love and with a smile, she admitted that the cake was delicious. Liu Sheng's attention fixed on her. But he did not fall into the trap and showed no emotion. While Fiona was trying to conquer Liu Sheng's heart with her beauty, the attention of a man and a woman wearing glasses was fixed on them. They are the same ones we saw on the beach. The man began to stare at Liu Sheng and noticed that he was very strong and seemed very young. His eyes filled with confusion as he did not know which faction Liu Sheng belonged to. The woman rested her hand on her waist and began to observe our boy in silence. The man closed his eyes and sighed, KN. Owing that in this world there were too many monstrous geniuses and new faces appeared from time to time, which really made one not dare to fall behind. The woman crossed her arms and with a sad gaze thought that he was right since at this rate even a 9th level martial saint could be dethroned. Just then, Something caught her attention and her eyes widened in surprise, making her curious. Fiona continued trying to win over Liu Sheng. While the man was watching them, the woman turned to him and with a confused expression asked if Liu Sheng was really still alive. He began pointing to one side with his fingers and with a serious gaze asked if she had not seen that this time even the veteran experts of the army had come to the party. Revealing that in previous editions, the army always sent young rising stars mainly to train the new generation of experts, and incidentally help them compete for a share of the energy crystals. The woman remained listening in silence without interrupting. Not far from them were the marshals, smiling and conversing among themselves. The man revealed that this time the situation was different since it seemed that they were fighting for themselves, paving the way for Liu Sheng to become the next martial saint of the army. So without a doubt, Liu Sheng was still alive. The woman's attention fixed on the marshals and with a smile, she thought that he was right. But it was a shame that Liu Sheng had not come to this summit. The man began to observe her and explained that if Liu Sheng were here, this edition of the World Congress would have no uncertainty. And their Eastern Dragon could secure a greater share of energy crystals. The woman turned towards him and with a curious gaze asked when he believed Liu Sheng would reach the level of martial saint. The man took the cigarette out of his mouth, exhaled the smoke that was in his lungs, and with an uncertain expression replied that apart from Liu Sheng, no one knew it. The woman's eyes filled with fear. She began to gaze at the ground and thought that if Liu Sheng, being level 8, had been able to defeat the martial saint of the Extreme Dojo, no one knew what was going to happen when he became a level 9 warrior. Believing that he would be invincible, the man's eyes widened in rage and his body began to tremble. According to him, she was underestimating the martial saints. He admitted that Liu Sheng was strong, but at least for the next 100 years, the number 1 of the Eastern Dragon could only be their lord. He could not help but clench his fist tightly. His eyes widened with confidence and a smile spread across his face. He began to release martial energy and made it clear that not even the extreme martial saint had been able to surpass their lord, nor the transcendental martial saint, and much less would Liu Sheng. After a few hours, while the sun was illuminating the castle, Liu Sheng went outside and with a smile began to walk away. He left the party halfway through the event. During the gathering, he spoke with Fiona for a long time, which caused many people to look at him with anger and resentment. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part,